All right, so for your final project this year, you probably figured out from the notes that you took on Sunday, you're going to be creating an argument. Now, I developed a couple steps, and I'm going to give this project to you not as a whole, but rather in steps, so that it doesn't seem overwhelming. I will give you a different part to work on each class until the last class, okay? So the first the first step is you're going to take notes on conducting research. You already did this, khalas. Step 2, formulate a research question. You can write about anything you want, so develop a question that interests you. For example, should the legal driving age be lowered to 16? This is a research question. To turn this into an argument, you are answering this question. So your answer to this question would either be yes, the legal driving age should be lowered to 16, or no, it shouldn't be lowered to 16, okay? So right now, you're creating the questions. Your questions are due by the end of the day on April 21st, which is Tuesday. For most of you, that'll be the day that you're watching this video. You just need to come up with a question, okay? That's step 2. Step 3 is begin conducting research and writing your annotated bibliography. Now, none of you have written, to my knowledge, an annotated bibliography before. It's not something I normally have students do, but because you're conducting your research entirely on your own, and you could be asked to do this in college, I'm going to have you write an annotated bibliography, and I have a sheet that explains how to do that. So use scholar.google.com to find sources related to your topic. Remember, you can only use credible sources for this assignment, aka peer-reviewed sources are the best. In college, those will be the only ones you can use. I will accept news articles as well, but I don't want entirely news articles. So if you're using something from the Collegiate Times, I would say only 2 of your 7 sources should be from Collegiate Times. If you don't know how to use Google Scholar or you're struggling, feel free to check out this video. I put the link here so that you can have an idea for how to use it. If you still have any questions, shoot me an email. Directions on how to write an annotated bibliography can be found on the handout. You need a total of 7 entries for your annotated bibliography. 2 of them are going to be due on the 21st. So far on the 21st, you have your research question and 2 of the entries for your annotated bibliography. The rest of your entries, so the completed annotated bibliography in MLA format, will be due on Thursday, the 23rd of April. Okay? The next step will be creating an outline. I will post further instructions on creating an outline later. And then the last step is going to be you actually formulating your argument. In the past, I've had you write a research paper. This year, it's going to look a little bit different for 2 reasons. 1, the time constraints, and 2, you're doing this on your own, and papers can be very difficult. So again, further details to come for that. I do want to take a second and go to the annotated bibliography handout. Essentially what an annotated bibliography is, you can read through this, but it is a works cited page that has more details about your sources. So you cite your sources in MLA format, okay? And then you have like almost a summary, I guess would be the best way to put it, a summary that occurs after it. So you write your summary, there's a sentence or 2 that describes the author's credentials, purpose, and audience, a brief capsule summary of its content, so what is the article actually saying, and then a sentence at the end of the summary that explains why this source seems valuable and how you might use it. I would say a sentence or 2. This could actually be a little bit longer. So what you're doing is you're citing the source. You're saying how credible the author is, like this guy holds a PhD, and this is his content. He's devoted his whole life to this study, blah, blah, blah. A summary of its content would be what is the article actually talking about? And then the last part is, okay, is this source going to be useful, and well, it should be useful if you're including it, but why is it going to be useful and how you intend to use it. So it's going to be useful because it explains explains several pros to lowering the driving age. And I intend to use it to expand on the positives of lowering the driving age, whatever, okay? And again, I'll post this so you can read through it. Here is an example. It should be an MLA format, so student's name, teacher's name, course, date. You have selected annotated bibliography, and then you can put your title here. You don't have to. You can just say, annotated bibliography. You put the source citation here in the first line, okay? And then indented underneath, so you do a hanging indent for all of these, which is what you should be doing for your Works Cited, which means this is on the edge, okay? And everything underneath it is indented. And I can show you if you're not sure how to do a hanging indent, how to do that. And then you just write your paragraph underneath it. Okay, and again, I'll post this. If you have any questions about how to do this, please reach out to me. But you are only doing the first two steps, the second and part of the third step for Tuesday. All right, have a great day, guys.